Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next guest has been described in England as a national treasure, and he certainly is. He's a writer of a large number of books. He's a comedian. He's a jazz trumpet player. He was a soldier in his day, fought for king and country and empire when the going was rough. So he did. And he's an ex-goon. Would you welcome, please, Mr. Spike Milligan? Spike has just published War Biography Volume 5, and it's called Where Have All the Bullets Gone? Why such a title, Spike?
Well, I got wounded during the war, and they took me back to a hospital. And when I came to, it was all lovely and quiet, and the stuff wasn't flying around. And next to me was a Scots guardsman who'd been wounded as well. And he said, "Here, Jamie, where have all the bullets gone?" I never forgot that, so I thought it was a funny title.
And
somebody's got to laugh at
it. And why were you in this camp, Spike? Why were you brought?
Sorry.
Why were you brought back to this camp?
Still doing the same old job.
The same old job, yes.
Aren't I terrible to him? Yeah. I'll be nice. No, I'll be nice. Okay, come on, all right now.
Why were you brought back to this camp at this time? What year are we talking about now? 1940?
1944.
Oh, I see.
44, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
And why were you brought back to this camp?
I was bomb happy. I'd become Have you seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Yes. Well, this was like 500 of them, you know. They're all like this. And I was one of them, and they didn't know what to do with us because we were all strange, you know what I mean? Guys were lying under. When in the hospital I was in, one guy was winding up his bed every night. It seemed funny at the time. I suppose it was very sad.
Yeah. And were you in shock, Spike? Were you sick?
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm gradually coming out of it.
But how bad were you, and how bad were the other fellas?
Well, we were all very badly. Yes, we were all shell-shocked. They're called battle fatigue.
Yes.
That means that you're fed up with fighting. And I was really bloody fed up with it. I'd had enough of it.
Yes.
And so they put us in this camp, and they gave you all tranquilizers. For early days of tranquilizers.
Yes.
And you went around like zombies.
And how long were you there?
I was about 5'11".
Now, Spike, you keep on saying that you're Irish.
Yes, I am Irish. I've got an Irish passport.
Have you?
Yes.
Still?
Yes.
You told me that years ago, and I didn't believe you, but you still have.
My real name is O'Mela Goin. That's my real name.
Get off.
Get off what?
And what
I've never been on the stuff. What are you talking about?
What does O'Mela Goin mean?
Get off that stuff. I'll be all right.
What does O'Mela Goin mean?
It means the small bald one. What can I do about it? It's the truth. It's the truth, I tell you. You must believe me. Who are these people? What are they doing?
And was your father a small bald man?
They're all homeless.
Was your father a small bald man?
He was bald, yes.
Yes.
He went bald, yes. And he wore a wig all his life. And I used to wonder why I always used to listen out for gale warnings.
So what did he do if he got a gale warning?
We used to put extra glue in. Yeah.
And was he a happy man, Spike?
He's a very strange man, yes. He was very, very Irish. And he told lies all the time, you know. He told me, he said, I was shot by a Turkish sniper. He said, that's how I went bald. He said, and the bullet travelled round the inside of me skin, round the back of me head here, and come out above me ear all here. And I thought this was a true story. And he said, don't forget you're descended from the kings of Ireland. So I thought, King of Ireland, that's so great. So when I went to the school ground, I said, I'm a King of Ireland. I had the Jesus beaten out of me. So I soon stopped being the King of Ireland.
And was he a romantic man, Spike?
Oh, yes, very, very romantic. And he suffered with hemorrhoids. That was the thing that... Both ends were wrong. And he used to say, what a terrible curse it is to have the piles. Because there used to be piles in those days, you know. because I hadn't gone metric then.
So what did they do about them?
But he used to say that Chopin could never have written the nocturnes if he had piles. I don't know, that's the kind of man he was. Now you want to ask him questions.
But he was never... Why did he go to Australia then? Was it because of the piles?
He saw... No, you don't go to Australia because you've got... People have been rushing out there to get the cure now. No, he saw his first Pakistani bus conductor. And he was in the Indian Army during his early service days, and he always thought the Indians were inferior. Yes. So he said to my mother, he got off the bus, came back and said, we're going to a white man's country. And he went to Australia. He's an absolute fascist.
Yes.
He was a fascist.
He is dead now, long since.
Well, I hope so. They buried him. He can't be very pleased if he isn't. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll sing you San Francisco.
Over here?
Yes.
Why not? You won't play the trumpet. You won't play the trumpet. That's Dick, and that's Spike. A flat, you don't want this.
No.
You don't want this.
I left my heart in San Francisco. I left my knees back in Peru. I left my little wooden leg somewhere in Winnipeg. I left my wig in Dublin Zoo. On you, I left my teeth on Table Mountain, high on a hill. They smile at me when I go back again to San Francisco. There won't be much left of me to see.
I know that Spike Milligan, down through the years, was very fond of The Late Late Show, and we loved having him as a guest. But as anyone who ever had anything to do with Spike will tell you, his mood could change very, very rapidly. So that when you invited Spike to the show, you didn't quite know which Spike you were going to get, because he could swing from being extrovert and funny and delightful and full of the joys of life to being somebody in a very, very bad mood. But when he was in good mood, he really was lovely.
Alva, there you are, sir. Good to have you with us. Sit down there. Sit down there. It ends with magic, Spike. It ends with magic.
Your daddy, tell me about him. Why did he have an obsession about Robinson Crusoe, Spike?
He's a very solitary man. He was born in Sligo, where people were very far and few between. And he said there were two things in life he could do without, were neighbours and piles. He was a sort of very strange man. I mean, he woke me up at 3 one morning and said, wake up. What is it? He said, I've never shot a tiger. So I said, just, why tell me? He said, I've got to tell somebody.
Was that it?
That was it, yes. Isn't that enough? Anyway, he came from Sligo.
Yes.
And there's lovely stories from Sligo. It used to be quite a populous cattle town. It's a very small, dying town now.
What, Sligo is?
Yes.
You're joking.
Well, it's been revived by artificial means then. And he said that there used to be a booze there called the Henry.
Yes.
It was King Henry, Brute Henry. And a sailor came ashore with a magnificent coloured parrot on its shoulder. It's drunk, of course. And the barman was stunned at this apparition of this parrot. So he said, where did you get him? And the parrot said, oh, the streets, they're full of them.
Did you love him, Spike?
He's a great man, yes. Great character, yes.
The last time you were on. Oh, well done.
Somebody with tin knickers over there.
Good boy.
Did you get it?
We're sharp tonight, are we not? We're
He's
sharp.
explaining that to her over there.
You are unique in every way, Spike. Believe me, you are.
All this grovelling will get you nowhere. I'm not going to reduce the fee.
When you say you were a very gentle chap,
Yes.
and you know you were very upset when you had to go into the army. Why did you go into the army, by the way? Why did you join the British Army?
They beckoned me. They asked me to.
Did they?
And I thought it was discourteous to say no when everybody else was saying yes.
And then they came and collected you.
And they said, go over there and kill Germans, they said. So I went over there and killed Germans.
And did you kill Germans?
Well, I suppose I must have, yes.
How do you know?
Well, I was pointing that way. A ridiculous question.
That's a ridiculous answer. But I didn't know, Spike, that you ever actually picked up a gun and shot at somebody, you see. I thought you were behind the lines somewhere.
Well, no, I was an OP signaller. We were right up the front. Here comes the fellow with the box to keep the lights on. Does your mother know you're doing that kind of secret work? Yes, well, we were attacked sometimes. We were in the front line.
Yes.
And these Germans used to come up in the moonlight, linked arms, singing Deutsches über alles.
Yes.
So we used to shoot them. It was the only thing we could do. I tried talking to them.
Did you love him, Spike?
He's a great man, yes. Great character, yes.
Why did you love him? Did he
Well,
have your
he's
sense
a
of humour?
fantasist. He would tell incredible stories. I'd hear him talking about choking tigers to death and shooting elephants and catching cobras barehanded. And when I grew up, I suddenly said to him, Dad, these stories you've been telling me all these years, they're not true. He said, no. I said, what's the point of it? He said, what would you rather have, a boring truth or an exciting lie?
What was the most extraordinary question ever put to you by your children?
Daddy, where does the dark go when you turn the light on? I had more fantastic story about children is the week before Christmas, and my daughter Seeley, Irish name, came running and crying, "Ah, ah, ah, ah." I said, what is it? Who is he? I'll make him marry you. She said, Sean says, that's my son, he's a monster.
Yes.
Looks like porridge on legs. She said, Sean says there's no Father Christmas. I said, will you tell him there is a Father Christmas? I've got the receipts. So she went away quite happy. But on Christmas Eve, when my wife went upstairs to put the toys at the bottom of the bed, we found a note beside her bed. She was 6. I think roughly the wording was, Dear Father Christmas, my brother Sean doesn't believe in you, so when you come tonight, belt him. P.S. There's a hammer under my bed.
Would have thought that 3 pens in the top pocket, Spike, might have been a little excessive, perhaps.
Excessive for what? Excessive for pens?
Yes.
You're right, these are excessive pens. I went into a shop and I said, can I buy 3 excessive pens, please? And the guy showed me these excessive pens. He said they look excessively good.
You can't win. There's nothing to do. Come on, we said. We promised your darling wife, Sheila, this is the long-suffering Sheila, that we'd have you out by 10. It's now 2 minutes past. You're going for a meal.
Well, I'm going to the Celtic Mews. I don't mind publicising it because it's a wonderful place and serves Dublin Bay prawns. God, that's cast a spell over the audience.
No, we're just thinking of Dublin Bay. But don't